Hey, what's going on, guys? We have a massive kit to take a look at today. This is the absolutely gigantic 1/60 scale Infinity version Mazinger Z. And I first just want to start off by saying, giving you guys this caveat that I've never really been into Mazinger Z. I've never really seen any of the anime or anything like that, so I just want to put that out there that I don't really know anything about the actual like robot. And so I know there's a lot of you guys who are really into it and you have a long history of it, so just don't be offended that I just don't really know anything about this. This model kit just looked super awesome, so I wanted to check it out. Now there are of course the 1/44 scale kits, and there's a few of those that Bandai has put out, and they looked really cool. I never really took the plunge though to check any of them out though, but when this one came out I thought, alright, I have to check that out. In this gigantic 1/60 scale, it's going to be so cool. So basically this is like a Megasize kit, sort of like a Megasize Mazinger kit here. Now Megasize Gundam kits are in 1/48 scale, but just because this is just a different size in its original form. What I mean is that the scale is different, but think of this basically as just a Megasize version of the Mazinger Z. So it's not really going to have the best articulation, and it's going to have plenty of seam lines on there, I'm sure, just similar to what a Megasize kit has. But what you do have is just a gigantic kit and some really nice detail on there. The Megasize kits are really nicely detailed, even though they don't really do a whole lot. This one does actually look like it does some pretty cool stuff though. It does have some cool gimmicks built in, and so I think we're gonna have some fun with this kit. Now the box art looks really cool. I love this art style for this. It does look really nice. Some people aren't really a fan of like the super detailed look of this with all the different armor panels and everything. I'm kind of on the fence. I do like it. I think it's cool, but I can see why some people wouldn't really care for it. But as we're taking a look around this box, I'll just point out to you guys the fact that it's gigantic. It's huge. This is bigger than the Master Grade Faz Verka box, so it is a very, very big and heavy box here. On the ends of the box, just gonna be kind of basically the same thing here like that, just the Mazinger Z logo and then the 1/60 scale bit there. On the bottom here, shocking 1/60 scale, says, "To the pinnacle of detail recreation, unachievable in 1/44 scale." So yeah, they packed a lot more details into this than they could have done in the 1/44 scale kits, so that's cool. Here's some cool illustrations there. I guess that was sort of the illustrations that they used for the designing of this kit. The astounding details acquired through a complete analysis of the setting materials. So yeah, it's just gonna have a ton of detail there. Over here, just a little bit about the Mazinger Z Infinity story there, and you can check out the website, I suppose, if you want to see more about that. And the other side of the box is vertically formatted here. So on this side, it gives you an image of what the kit is going to look like in actual size when it's all built up. So if you're just like picking this up on the shelf and you don't know how big it's going to actually ultimately be, you can see here right on the box just how big it's going to be, and it is going to be huge. It looks like it's going to be around 43 centimeters in height, almost basically, so it's going to be very big. Up at the top, there's a little bit about the hover pilder, I guess, which is like the little kind of ship that rests up there in his head. It looks like it does have an LED gimmick as well. It says the included LED unit can be built in to recreate the light up effect during activation. Actually, I didn't know this actually came with an LED, so that's awesome. It's always good news to find out that it actually includes the LED in here, so that's cool. Looks like we also have the iron cutters. It says the parts can be replaced to recreate the iron cutters there, so this kind of axe weapon there on the arm. And making our way down here, it also has the rocket punch action, so you can have that shooting off. I wonder if I'm sure you'll definitely need some sort of stand for that, but I wonder if this includes some sort of connection for an action base or something for the arm to be flying around. And then the drill missiles, it says by exchanging the elbows with the designed elbow parts, the kit can be displayed with the drill missile firing pose. And then all the way down here at the bottom, the jet scrander there, which is its backpack, and you can move that, you can change the shape of that. And it's going to be very, very wide as well too. This bit is going to be huge, so you can change the orientation of that, or you can have it just off, I suppose, if you wanted to as well. But I'm excited, so let's just get this box cracked open, shall we? Ooh, yeah, alright. So first off, greeted with some really cool clear parts there, the clear parts for the head and the big clear parts for the front of the chest. Those look really nice. I'm anxious to see what the part is going to look like underneath there that gives all the detail, because I was expecting the detail to be on the underside of the clear red parts, but it looks like detail is going to be on the parts that go under that. We got some massive parts there for the wings. Oh my, this thing is going to be very gigantic. Alright, and then we got some black, it looks like, and some silver here. Some molded, just injected silver. That looks pretty good as well. Let me see if I can find the manual here. Honestly, not that substantial of a manual considering how massive and giant the kit and the box and everything is, all that stuff, but the manual's not even a stapled manual, it's just a regular fold-out manual, kind of like what you would expect to see like with a high grade or something. But then again, if this is truly going to be basically the equivalent of a Megasize, then they are sort of like just gigantic high grades sort of anyway, so it does sort of make sense, I guess. So on here at the front, you can see just front and back pictures of the kit, and then down here we have our color guide there in Japanese and in English. On the back, we have our parts list, so we got all that laid out there. Looks like we got a ton of different parts and runners, of course. So let's see where we're starting out here with this. So it looks like we build the head unit first. You build the head and then the body unit here, and then moving on to the arms. And then back around here, we're finishing the upper half of the body and then building the waist, which is very simple there. And then the legs, leg units, finishing the body up, and then the weapons, basically just the different parts for that. The drill missiles and everything, and also the backpack. So you build all that up, and then it just shows you a little bit about how to orientate the backpack. And that's pretty much it. Alright, let's get a look at the runners. Alright, so here is the foil sticker sheet, and always great to see a tiny foil sticker sheet like this. Basically just a few black, a few silver ones. The silver ones I'm guessing there to just help reflect the light for the LED in the head. Black ones maybe just for a couple missing color apps, or blocking the light actually probably in the head, I would say. So probably those are all just going in the head related to the LED. And speaking of, here is the LED. So it's kind of Bandai's typical LED unit, and then we have an extra little kind of special piece for that, and then just the screw in here. Be very careful not to lose that screw if you get this. Then we've got PC 500, which is the same polycap runner used in the Megasize kits. So we've got two of these. So runner A here, we have the big clear red parts, and then some regular red parts, a plain clear part there up at the top, and then some clear orange down there at the bottom. The runner B is some dark brownish gray parts here in ABS plastic, going to be for the hip joints, some parts there for the head. You can see just a ton of really nice detail there for sure. The runner C as well, some more brownish gray parts here for some joints, it looks like mostly, and we do have two of this C runner. Then same thing here for runner D, and here you can see that piece that's going to be going underneath the clear red pieces there on the chest, and the detail on that does look really fantastic. So I mean, when that's all painted up, it's going to look so good. We do also have runner D2, which is a copy of these parts over here. And then the last of our joint parts here on runner E as well, and then we do also have runner E2, which is a copy of this half of the runner here. The runner F is going to be in a nice molded silver here. It does have that kind of swirling effect. If you don't like that, then you will probably want to go ahead and paint these, but it does look pretty cool just as it is, as they are in silver. Same thing for runner G as well. Again, those silver parts looking very cool. And we've got two of this G runner. Then runner H here, we have our yellow parts. Yellow parts do look pretty good. Sometimes yellow can be a kind of obnoxious color, but this one does look pretty nice. And then the gigantic parts here on the I runner here in red. Obviously going to be parts for the wings. We got two of those. And a couple more red parts here on runner J as well. The runner K is some massive parts here in black. And runner L also a few more parts there in black. We've got two of this L runner. And then runner M in dark purple is some parts here. It looks like mostly for the legs and stuff. And you can see the parts there are massive and super heavy here. So we've got two of this M runner. Runner N as well, also in dark purple. We've got two of the N runner also. And finally, runner O is going to be our hand part. So it looks like we're going to have either closed fists or open hands, and that's going to be about it. And then one more little part there for the face as well. So that's it for the runners. So alright guys, it's very clear this thing is going to be gigantic. I hope you'll join me to build it live very soon. So just make sure you follow me around on social media to watch for the live stream build of this. I'll build this up and then we'll review it. And then I think we'll just go ahead and paint it up straight away, but I don't want to necessarily go with the original colors. I might want to change them up a little bit, so I'll be thinking about that. But in the meantime, let's get this thing built up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you to USA Gundam Store as well for their support, guys, for these big model kits like this. If you want to check this out on USA Gundam Store, be sure to use my coupon code there, ZakuAurelius10, and save 10% off of that for these bigger expensive kits. Saving 10% is not a whole lot, but it'll definitely take off a good chunk of that if it's a really big expensive one like this. So the link to USA Gundam Store and the coupon code is all down there in the video description, so check that out. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.